And there's another rider down in the Big C.
Yes. Big C kasi double apex yan eh. So sometimes pag na-overshoot mo yung first apex, linilin mo yung bike eh.
And he seems to be okay.
Yes, that's what's important.
Both riders seem to be okay. So we've seen another rider go down over there at the corkscrew.
And also, while the race is ongoing, no, dapat hindi nandun sa gitna.
And John Timbol still leading the way, followed by Clyde Relativo.
Bigger gap now.
Clyde Relativo still has him in his sights, but you are right. The gap is a little bit bigger by a couple of
yes.
couple of 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5 kaninang lap yan. So
makikita natin, no, sa last sector, last part ng track, dumidikit si Clyde.
yes. Lalo na sa Acacia. Ayun, nakadikit na. Sa yellow flag.
We see some yellow flags out.
What that means is caution, no? Kailangan tingnan natin baka mayroong debris or
there is debris. There is a debris, and it looked like Clyde Relativo actually ran over that debris. Hopefully he did not get a punctured tire.
Yes. 121 Leicester Milan.
That was bike number 121. Yeah, Leicester Milan, who's joining the Rookie Cup.
Yes.
So yan, last lap for John. And we will see if susubukan ba ni Clyde ulit mag-overtake.
Yes. Naiiwanan talaga siya sa straight eh, no?
Yes.
Kaya hirap siya umabol. Tapos makakahabol siya hanggang Acacia. So all
Yes.
that work. Tapos pagdating sa straight,
Iwan
ulit. Yan. So habulin niya. So mas nakakapagod talaga ginagawa ni Clyde. Actually, mas grabe yung gap ah.
Oo, mas may comfortable lead ngayon si John Timbol.
John Timbol has to stay cool.
Yeah, Clyde Relativo ran over some of the debris and it slowed him down.
I see. Yun yun eh. That's why there was that yellow flag, no? From the marshals.
Yep. And that affected the speed sa main straight.
Yes. Kaya kailangan aware tayo habang kumakarera, no? Tingnan natin yung mga flags, yung mga warnings.
And John Timbol having no problems whatsoever in this race.
Nakisama yung bike niya kahapon, medyo technical problem.
Yellow flags are still up. This is where the debris is, right after that final apex. You see it there on the ground.
Yes, there it is. Buti na lang wala sa racing line.
As there is a rider down in that area as well.
And our winner is...
And John Timbol starts at number 3, ends up as number 1.
And number 3 is...
And Clyde Relativo finishes second. Third place...
Clint Nolasco yat.
And third place is Clint Nolasco. Fourth is Michael Aguilar, and fifth is Mickey Mazzo.
Yeah, Clint Nolasco, father and son racing team yan, no? Nagkumakarera rin si daddy niya, si Charles Nolasco.
Kung makikita nyo, no, yung fastest lap time of the race is from Michael Aguilar at 1:57. Yung fastest natin kanina from John and Clyde is at 1:59. So talagang pinush niya until the very last lap to improve his place.
Yan yung problema sa starting talaga eh. Alam mo, minsan nakakaligta yung practice yan.
Oo.
But these bikes have launch control. So dapat mas madali na talaga yan eh. Yung mga V4S, lahat yan may launch control yan.
Pero kung napansin mo yesterday, no, dun sa free practice natin ng time trial, wala kang napansin ng practice ng starting.
Wala.
Wala nga.
So, ayun. Ayun din. Isa din yun
Yeah,
sa
wala
mga nasa
pinapractice.
schedule ko. Practice ng start.
For sure, we're gonna see Michael Aguilar improve throughout the season as he improves his starting.
So we see someone down.
Over at back straight, the hairpin.
The hairpin, oo.
So we've seen a lot of racers go down, riders go down in this particular race, no? Sana naman all of them are okay. It seems like they're all okay.
Yes.
Of course, a couple of bruises, maybe some maybe even with a broken bone. There's Michael Aguilar on your screens. Feeling ko, he's shaking his head. He's disappointed. He's disappointed
Yep.
at his start because alam niya mabilis siya eh.
Yep.
Alam niya that he can keep up. He's one of the fastest. So he put in the fastest time. But if he just fixes that start, he could be where John Timbol was at the end of this race.
Correct.
I'm sure race 2, magiging matinding competition to once na maayos yung start.
That's right. So it's something at least he can work on and improve on throughout his career here in the Philippine Superbike Championship. We want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Naj Abdul, who is standing behind the cameras.
Hi, Naj. Basta.
Naj Abdul, of course, one of the most famous vloggers here in the Philippines.
Si Marilaki Guardian.
Mariaki
And mukhang effective yung mga pinopost and kino-call out niya ng mga
Oo naman.
Lawbreaker.
Bakit ikaw nag-tulen-tulen? Sabi niya.
Kuwang-kuha mo yung boses ni Naj.
Tulen-tulen. Mukha rin kasi akong Bombay.
Here's the start of the race again. The poor start from Michael Aguilar, a fantastic start from John Timbol. And of course, Clyde Relativo trying to keep up with him until it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And John Timbol ended up winning this race almost from start to finish.
Yes. And he started from the third of the grid.
Yeah. And
Yun talaga eh.
sabi ko naman, once he saw that he could do it in the first, before the race was restarted,
Correct.
nandun na yung confidence.
Yep.
Yes.
John Timbol winning.
Para sa mga race enthusiast natin, no, pwede kayong mag-request ng lap time per lap.
Ayun yung crush na.
Makikita mo kung saan sila nakagawa ng gap.
Yes, very important data, no? Lalo na pag magpa-practice ka, at least hindi bulag. Yan, overshoot.
Yan.
And lay the bike down gently.
Oh, yun yung kagandahan ng nasa
Racetrack.
control environment. May run-off, wala kang nabangga, literal na tip over lang, nothing happens to you, to your bike,
Yeah.
and ready for race 2 ulit yun mamaya for sure.
Yeah, remember, there is going to be another race this afternoon for the Pirelli Cup Group 2 and Group 1. And there's going to be a couple more races happening. But right now, the scooters, the maxi scooters, are heading out to the grid for our final race this morning. We're going to have a
Morning pa lang to.
lunch break and then complete the first day of the Philippine Superbike Championship season 2022.
Wala siya. mo.
Okay. Okay. All right, the next race, or the final race this morning, is about to get underway. That is going to be the maxi scooter class. There's going to be 27 riders
Wow.
in the maxi scooter class. Medyo marami din ng konti. Kanina we had 32 riders, and 27 is already big. 32 is really massive.
Yes.
As they're heading out to the starting grid. So the maxi scooters, Rainiel, we were talking yesterday na syempre iba yun. The engine brake,
Yep.
heading into the corner, going up the uphill first corner, first turn. It's iba yung feel compared to
iba
the
yung feel.
underbones and some of the other smaller CC motorcycles.
Yeah. And this one, yung scooter na to, kung makikita nyo sa displacement, 185cc. So, bore out talaga tong mga scooter na to na pwede mag-compensate dito sa mahabang straight natin and pagiging CVT niya. Yun nga, yun na-discuss natin yesterday. Completely different handling yung underbone natin and scooter. And again, another comparison ulit to sa mga 400 class. Pero pag tinignan mo yung lap time niya, even though 180cc siya, mas mababa pa yung lap time ng mga 150cc sa underbone natin. So, ayan. Something to
Consider.
So
consider.
basically, matic to, no? Walang gears.
Yes, no
right?
gears.
Tama. Tapos dito sa listahan natin, nandito na naman sila Renzi. Mali siguro to. Pag siya kasali pa dyan, itatanggalin ko na yan. Pati scooter, wag ka na, anak ng... Diba?
Siguro maling print to. So, from 22...
Sa tingin ko,
O, baka-
23
baka-
riders
baka
yung tama.
23
Baka nga
riders.
22 eh. Yung Jade Tan, Novice Masters din nakalagay. So,
Yes, hindi
22
rin
riders
siya
siguro.
Okay, so 22 riders, pero that's still a lot. 22
Yes.
riders
It's
is
still a lot,
Pero
yes,
at
for one class.
least we're going to see a lot of action
Correct.
in this particular race. Arian De La Cruz is your pole position, bike number 89. Kerwin Chang, bike number 99, second on the grid. And bike number 29, Jeffrey Chopenko, will round up the top three.
Yeah.
And mga ano rin to, season rider, Arlan De La Cruz. I used to race with him
Yeah.
back in Antipolo.
back in
Street
1967
race.
pa yun
Hindi, mga 68. Mga 2005, 2006. Even Jeffrey Chopenko, season rider to, very well known sa Philippine drag race community. So, good to see him trying out sa circuit race.
Ito talaga kasi, kung gusto mong masabi na magaling ka talaga magmotor, dapat hindi lang sa diretso, pati sa liko. Tapos yung may kakarera. Tapos official, may oras. Yan yun. Yan yung bragging rights.
So it's really a very different feel. No? Just like you can be number one in qualifying because you have the fastest time.
Yep.
Pero when you put other bikes beside you on a racetrack, iba eh. Iba talaga eh.
Yeah.
Nag-iiba yung dynamics and syempre yung pressure racing with other riders.
Iba-iba
Completely
talaga,
different.
malayo. It could either push you to be faster or, you know, the other, parang meron ako simulator sa bahay ng Gran Turismo. So, mahilig ako mag-practice na time trial.
Oo.
So, time trial. So, pag nagpa-practice na ako na madami ng kotse,
Mahirap.
wala, mahirap na. Binabangga ako lahat eh.
Iba na, iba na.
Ibang-iba.
Oo, iba. Eight laps.
Yeah. All right, so I do believe Phoebe is down by the starting grid to talk some to our racers. Phoebe.
Hello, yes, we are back on the track for the Maxi Scooter class, and we are going to speak to our number 1 qualifier for this round. Hi, Arlan de la Cruz from Team Cap Shop. Kamusta ka ngayong araw? Is this your first race?
No, actually for this day, yes. This is my first race.
Okay, pero naka-race ka na dito sa Clark International Speedway.
Yeah, marami na.
So, sanay na sanay ka na. Anong pakiramdam mo? Anong feeling mo?
Ngayon, okay naman. Medyo magaan yung pakiramdam. Siyempre, confident dahil nasa harap. Ganyan.
Pansin ko pag rider, parang fighting mentality lagi, no? Buti, how did you get that sort of mentality?
Siyempre, kukunin mo lahat yun sa, sa motivation sa mga naiisip mo gawin. Tapos, siyempre, pag race day na, siyempre, prayers. Yun yung magpapalakas ng loob sa'yo.
So, number 1 ka pa rin today?
Yes.
Alright, good luck po at see you later. Okay, moving on to number 2 over here from JVT. Hello po, we're speaking to Kerwin Chang. Kamusta po kayo? How are you feeling today?
Ayos naman po.
Okay naman, man of few words. Kamusta ka? Anong feeling mo for this race? Anong expectation mo?
Ayos naman. Expect natin yung top syempre. Enjoy lang.
Enjoy lang at safety syempre. Kwentuhan mo kami about your motorbike. Matagal mo na ba itong gamit? Anong klase siya?
Ngayon lang po ito nagamit. As in, ngayon lang, unang karera po na ito motor na ito, kakabuo lang po kasi.
Okay. So, paano yun? Confident ka kasi first time mo gamitin? Paano?
Confident naman po.
Okay. Basta, praktisado naman na, right?
Opo, kaya naman po.
Okay. Sige, good luck ha. Alright, talk to you later. And our third qualifier, ayan, si Jeffrey Chupenko. Hello, sir. Magandang umaga. Kamusta po kayo?
Okay lang po. Ready naman, prepared naman.
Prepared. So, anong expectation mo for this race?
Siyempre, di natin alam. Pero siyempre, kailangan manalo.
Kailangan manalo. And ano ang iyong motor? Ikwento mo naman sa amin.
Yamaha Aerox. Ayun.
And happy ka dyan? Matagal mo nang gamit?
Happy naman, okay naman siya.
Alright, sige. So, we'll see you at the finish line, sir. Good luck sa iyo. Alright. Back to you, Gino.
Thank you very much, Phoebe. So those are the top 3 competitors. I love the answers of Arlan de la Cruz. Very confident. Very, very confident. Well, pole position naman siya. So parang, syempre, sana manalo.
Even.
Kasi number 1 ako ngayon eh.
Tama.
And of course, the other riders as well behind him, Kerwin Chang and Jeffrey Tupenko. Jeffrey Tupenko, I'm sure the Aerox lovers dito sa Pilipinas are going to be rooting for him.
Big community yan, yung Aerox lover, Yamaha Aerox.
Grupo siya nun, grupo.
Point out lang natin, no, yung mga bikes and teams na talagang maganda yung mga paint job, at uniform, umbrellas. Ang ganda ng tignan. So,
Dapat may score yan.
Oo. I-encourage natin yung other
Professionalism.
teams na i-present nila yung colors nila and brand through nice uniforms, umbrellas, and paint jobs.
Yeah. Kasi professional na professional talaga, tingnan eh.
Si Abid ba yan?
Yes. So, the second place is from JVT team. Arlan used to race for JVT team.
So maybe there's some added added
And kitang-kita mo sa suit nila and uniform, dilaw na dilaw.
Bumblebee. So red flag is up. Racers look like they're ready to go. And here we go. As the lights are on. And we're off. It's a nice start here by Arlan de la Cruz.
Followed by Kerwin Chang.
And Kerwin Chang
There you go,
has
Aero.
actually overtaken Arlan de la Cruz heading into the first corner. Kerwin Chang leading the way, going up the first turn as he makes his way down the corkscrew. A bunch of incidents happened there in the corkscrew today.
There you go, Digit.
Ang daming riders.
Traffic.
And sa hindi pa nakakaalam, this is the MTRT 185cc Maxi Scooter class. And nakakatuwa na even though itong team na to, JVT is another scooter parts, pero nag-join and support pa rin sila sa class na ito.
Yeah. So, ano pa rin, may camaraderie pa rin. Even though, you can say, maybe rival, di ba?
Yeah, oo, kasi magkaibang brand,
Oo.
scooter parts. I used to race for JVT scooters back then, 2012 in Taiwan.
So Kerwin Chang putting some distance here in the back straight.
Oo, medyo breakaway
One of the pioneers also in scooter class.
So this is an 8-lap race, no?
Yep.
Actually, it's a really good-looking bike and with the
Oo,
uniform
diba?
and the helmet, ganda tingnan.
Oo. So we encourage other teams na iset nyo na yung mga brand guidelines nyo para pare-pares na din yung mga kulay ng bikes and uniform nyo next race.
Yeah, first race weekend of the 2022 Philippines Superbike Championship. There's going to be a bunch more this year, and possibly in different race circuits here in the Philippines, in Luzon. Yeah, we're going to see that a lot. As Reina, we were discussing yesterday, when you look back, you can do it because it's not as fast as the superbikes.
And usually kasi sa superbikes natin, yung mga team doon, merong mga pitboard.
Oo.
So doon na umaasa yung mga rider para hindi na mawawala.
It really amazes me how they're able to knee drag and stuff with the scooter and even underbones. Na walang tank to hold themselves up on. Second, T category. And he wants to make up for it here.
Para mag-rin yung pass. The potential is there. We've seen it, no?
We have
Improve. Second.
Back.
sala nyo.
EJ Sobreto. In one straight already.
5.
Had such a big lead down
Backmark.
So mukhang
Racing on every distance.
with the 400s for why?
medyo
Sayang.
Odo
palit.
Na dito.
Gawin conserved his bike and not finish
Oo ka, no?
will
Greet, no? Na magaling ka makisama, marunong ka mag good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anyone you meet, di ba? Shake hands firmly, look them in the eye, yung mga ganyan mga basic na no? Kasi kung hindi, matuling ka nga, hindi ka marunong mag good morning, hindi ka namamansin, ayaw sa'yo ng sponsor.
Oo. May konting PR din yun.
Kailangan may PR. It's pag nakita mo F1, MotoGP, may sila, may mga media sila di ba?
Kailangan yun.
Oo, kailangan aral ng konti, dapat well-spoken, marketable ka kasi yung brand, di ba? Kailangan malinis. Huwag ka magpatato sa mukha. Not unless angkas papatato mo, baka kunin ka. I think those are the things, no? If you're just gonna listen and you're really serious about making this a career and stepping stone to go to higher bikes, no?
Of course, speaking of Angkas, later on in the afternoon, we're gonna be having the Angkas Dream Cup. Yun po yung yung may special prize, yung first, second, third place natin, cash prize. Bihira lang po yan sa Philippine motorsports.
Correct.
You never really see that. Once in a while, you will pag may malaking sponsor like in cars, like Toyota, mga ganyan.
Yeah, but that's Toyota, right?
that's
and
Toyota.
It's a one-make race. Kailangan pati yung kotse, Toyota lahat.
Lahat. Pero ito,
Yeah.
Angkas will be awarding 50,000, 30,000, and 15,000 for first, second, third. Feeling ko sa next Angkas Dream Cup, marami na yan.
Marami yan, definitely. And dapat mas malaki pa. Pati, alam mo yun, basta sumali ang ibang sponsors and manufacturers, dealers, if they see what we're doing here, making the sport better, more professional.
But again, if you're going to practice, if you want to pursue this, please do it in a controlled and safe environment. Wag po sa public roads dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes. think this is the last lap.
Yes, it is the last lap. As EJ Sobretodo.
Si EJ, redemption time.
Redemption.
Oh, ayan na ang corkscrew.
With a healthy gap of 12 seconds
Oh,
from the
12
second
seconds ang
place.
gap. Dandahan ka muna dyan.
He looked at it here, and he should be okay. He should be okay going down the court. Yeah. But he's still pushing, huh? It's not like he's really, chill. He's still. I like that. I like that attitude.
That is the potential. Diba? That is the potential. That is a special sauce.
Tingnan mo, talagang head down all throughout.
I mean, he can easily just coast, body up and everything, and
Correct.
just get to the end. But he's still. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Kaya hindi ako racer kasi kakaway na ako dyan. Kakaway na ako sa camera. Ay, panalo na ako.
Yeah, no, he's still gonna lap. He's still gonna not naman push hard, but maintain.
Yes.
Alam naman niya last lap, di ba?
Yes,
Alam
yes.
And nakita mo, nagbo-blue flag din. The other riders are aware. Ganda, maganda.
Corkscrew, Akasha coming up. And no problem for EJ. Tsaka yung livery niya, no? Parang Miami Vice.
Oo. Sinong Miami Vice? Don Johnson o yung bago?
Ay, hindi ko alam. Baka Don Johnson. Panahon ni Direct John yun eh.
Okay. Don Johnson. Actually, yung sector na yan, before the chicane, kailangan, before the chicane pa lang, tama na yung pasok mo. Kung hindi, you screw up your last corner. Doon ka nagsa-start mag-set up ng last corner.
Before the chicane.
Yeah, before the chicane.
Approaching
And
last
here he
turn.
comes. EJ Sobretodo. It's
And
time
there
for
we
him.
go. I think it's safe to say,
Redemption for the
redemption
Angkas
time.
rider after not finishing the Pirelli Cup. He ends up number 1 here in the Maxi Scooter race. EJ Sobretodo wins it. Arlan de la Cruz ends up 2nd. And we are waiting for Jeffrey Chopenko to get through. There he is. Jeffrey Chopenko will finish 3rd. That's your 1, 2, 3, your podium finishers. Once again, that's Sobretodo, De La Cruz, and Chopenko, the winners of the Maxi Scooter class, race 1 this morning. There's going to be another race this afternoon. And maganda yung redemption ni EJ.
congratulations, Angkas.
Congratulations to Angkas and to EJ.
May podium, may first place.
Maxi Scooters. And we're going to be taking a quick break, or a lunch break, I should say, and then come back later on in the afternoon for the rest of the races. Okay, so again, I know we've been saying it throughout that particular race, but EJ Sobretodo, redemption. Maganda yung pinakita niya.
Very good.
Nakala natin magsisettle na siya for 2nd place,
Oo nga eh.
pero hindi mo talaga ma-predict yung karera. Less than ilang laps lang, inabutan na niya si Kerwin na nagka-problema.
Yeah.
So, good thing, tinuloy-tuloy niya.
Yeah, unfortunate for Kerwin. It looked like he was very, very dominant. And then, again, it's racing. Something can happen to your
Something
bike.
can happen, yeah.
And
Happens to the best.
It happens to everyone. Pati sa mga MotoGP, pati sa
Yes,
F1,
F1.
any racing in the world.
And the racing in the
It
world.
can happen
Yeah.
and probably will happen.
Yes.
But you just have to suck it up and keep on going. But is it time for us to take a break? All right, so we are going to be taking a quick break and we're going to be returning after lunch. Stay tuned.
you know, I tried this bike, and I like the torque of it, and I was surprised. I had an idea these bikes were heavy, not maneuverable, but I was surprised when I tried it. Okay, that's all I can say. It's a really nice bike. You should try it.
I'm a fairly new cruiser rider. I only started riding cruisers in 2016. When I saw this bike, I immediately felt like it was, you know, what cruisers represent. Of the three variants, this is actually my favorite. It's the one that looks most custom. So yeah. It has riding mode, so when I tried the sport riding mode, I almost fell off the seat when I twisted the throttle. So yeah, I was really impressed with the torque. I was impressed with the comfort. I was impressed with the riding position. I like the riding position. And, I was impressed overall with the general ergonomics of the bike.
When I sat on it, it's actually very slim, very narrow, and from afar you'd look at it as a big heavy bike, but once you're on it, when you gas it, the bike goes.
It's a really exhilarating ride. I think you're gonna like it. It throws a lot of the myths of riding cruisers out the door.